Sorry, I pressed for too long.
Who are you?
Who am I? Hi, I'm. This isn't going very well so far, but I'm Rohan Blacker. Years ago, I set up a company called sofa.com. More recently, I've been running a company called Pookie Lighting, and I've just had the crazy idea that I might start redesigning sofas again. And so Splendid has been born. Splendid is a combination of years of obsession, of just wanting to get the sofa perfect. And ever since my sofa.com days, I just knew I could get better and I could go further. What we do here is we obsess about three things: quality, comfort, and value. In a way, that's all that really matters. We want to make sofas which are made the traditional way, just as they were in the 19th century, but updating those traditions. So, for example, rather than using horsehair, we now use coconut husk and wool. So all our sofas need to be made as much as possible of natural materials. One of the great crimes of sofas today is they're just stuffed full of foam. Foam, which is going to last on this planet for thousands of years, is non-biodegradable, just sits around. Sofas are far too much disposable items. When I talk about quality, we want to make sofas that last as much as forever as possible. We guarantee these things for life. Personally, if I really could, I guarantee them for several lives. Our intention is to sell these ridiculously wonderful sofas at a price which is not just crazy. Because you can buy wonderful sofas on the market, but they're just going to cost you a fortune. These sofas are priced very much at the same level as my old company, sofa.com. They're just made of a different build. Now, how can we do that? I'll tell you exactly how we can do that. We don't have any showrooms, or we don't have any swanky showrooms. We have one tiny little showroom in a warehouse near Cheltenham. People can come and have a look at the sofas there, but don't expect anything flash. So we spend virtually no money on that. We spend almost no money on marketing, or at least the money we spend on marketing is, we are so cautious about how we spend it. And we are mean in every direction, with one exception. We spend as much as we possibly can making this, the sofa, brilliant. So we slice our margin in half, and we slice our margin in half again, and we spend nothing on all the fripperies. We're trying to make a spectacularly wonderful product and sell it at a price which is affordable. The company's going to work because we're going to be very, very controlled over costs. As I say, we won't spend money on all these other things, and we'll spend a lot of money on the sofa. So long as we sell just a few sofas, the company should begin to work. So look, I accept this is a bit of a gamble. No one's really done this before in sofas, so go away. It is a risk, I acknowledge that. But I think it's a risk worth taking because honestly, I get fed up with things of beauty only being available to the tiny fraction of super wealthy at the top. I want to bring wonderful, beautiful, fantastically made things that last forever to as many people as possible. No one ever looks under the bonnet of sofas these days, and I'll tell you why they don't. It's because you'll just find a whole load of foam and nasty stuff. You don't want the nasty stuff, you want the nice stuff. So we're more than happy to lift up the bonnet and show you exactly what goes on underneath here. For example, in this sofa, you will find this unbelievable hand-tied, 8-way hand-tied bed of coil springs. It's a really complicated thing to do. It's the old traditional way. All sofas these days, or all sofas at this price, have what you would call serpentine springs, which are a very simple spring system that goes from front to back. It's just not as good. It's nothing like as good. It's cheap, it's quick, it's easy, it's a corner cutter, but what you have here, and we'll do a video, is really spectacular. On top of that, you've got beautiful jute webbing. Jute is effectively a sort of webbing made of hemp, I suppose. And then on top of that, you've got a layer of coconut husk. And coconut husk, which is bound together with latex. So it's got this lovely squidginess. This is not foam, this is natural, this is organic. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, you've got sheep's wool. And sheep's wool, for its breathability, for all the wonderfulness that lanolin gives you. And then it's only then when you get to the top do you get involved with all these cushions. And in the cushions, can you believe it, they're absolutely stuffed full of goose down. The most wonderful, most amazing soft goose down. I mean, it's crazy, but we can do that because we spend nothing on anything else. You know, look, I'm sitting in a field, you know this is not an expensive photo shoot. Daisy, my daughter, is taking the pictures. This is the world's cheapest photo shoot, but I hope it gets the message across. Loads.
Actually, I think that was good.